Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Ann Varillo here with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. It's Monday, November 3rd. Can you believe it? It's Thanksgiving month. It's just gone by so fast. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be sharing some really fun, easy Christmas tags. I worked on those last week, and I know that I used the pattern tag dies, and I went online this morning and I noticed they were out of stock right now, and I think they're coming back November 17th if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, I'll get to those details in a minute. So let's just cover a few things. If you guys are watching me on my YouTube channel and have not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell icon. And same goes for Facebook. If you're watching me on Facebook and you're not following me yet, make sure you go ahead and follow me. Hi, Joan from Washington, rainy Washington. It's cold here. If you guys don't know where upstate New York is, I'm in between Syracuse and Buffalo, New York. So it's fall. Our weather is a bit chilly today. It's 54, but it's gonna rain later this afternoon, I think. So, and it's cloudy and dreary and icky. So, but anyways, yes, make sure you follow me on my Facebook page as well. And then, as always, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you're watching the replay. I'd love to know where you guys are coming in, watching from. And anywho, all right, let's get started. Tomorrow's a big day. Don't forget, the November online exclusives are hitting tomorrow. So you're going to be able to go online and start ordering. It was only pre-order up until today for demonstrators, and now on Monday or on Tuesday, it opens up to everybody. You guys love the rain there. Yeah, I don't like rain. I'd rather have it snow than rain. Rain, I don't know. I'm not into it. But anyways, okay, let's get started. This is going to be a really quick class today, but I do want to show you guys all of the tags that I'm making for this week. So let me pop down to the craft table. There we go. Okay, first let me show you this. This is the pattern tag dies. So this is really cute. I love these dies. I'm using this one today. It's got there's a little bow that you can make. These you can cut out and then put it underneath some another cardstock. I'll show you what I did with these. And then I did do bottle tags. So let me show you those in a minute. But for today's tags, I'm using Jolly Holly, some of their sentiments, some of these sentiments, and then the branching out pine cone things. Oh, and the gathering moments for the berries. So I know this is really zoomed in. I'm not going to try and zoom it out right now, but I've got it zoomed in because these are tiny tags. So these are the tags we're going to make today. Super easy. I kind of think they're not really rustic, but I just love the pine needles and the berries together. So we're going to put these aside. And then these we're going to do on Wednesday. So these are with the other dies. Aren't those cute? I loved how they turned out. I used a little bit of cheer or sending cheer stamp sets and just a couple other different stamp sets for the sentiments. Now for Friday, I'm doing bottle tags. So these are, I'm going to kind of turn it sideways. These are tags that you can use for, sparkling wine, a Prosecco, or just a good bottle of wine. And so I've made two of them. This is the other one. And we're going to make these on Friday. Again, these are super simple, and they just make for a great hostess gift. Instead of putting wine in a bag, you can just put this right over the top. So we're going to make those on Friday. Now, I will tell you for this week's class, normally I do 3 card designs and then I give you enough to make 6 cards. But we're going to do 8 tags. So you're going to get all 3 of these. And since these tags, pattern tag dies are out of stock right now, I'm going to go ahead and die cut everything. So I'm going to do all this die cutting here. So you're just going to have all of it ready to go. Just stamp whatever sentiment you want on here and you're all ready to go. So so that's what we're going to do, and then I'm going to do 1 each of those bottle tag dies. All right, so let's start. I've already gone ahead and thanks, Joan. They're cute tags, right? I've already gone ahead and die cut these out. So let me grab some paper because we're going to be stamping. Let's move these up a little bit, or I'll put them over here on the side. We're going to be stamping the pine needles, and then I need this too, the little berries. Now I'm going to show you a little trick here. I've used this stamp a lot, and it's not really, it's lost its stickiness. So I'm just taking an alcohol prep wipe here. I'm going to wipe that and let it sit for a minute, and then I'm going to do the same with my block. Put those over there. And I'm using Mossy Meadow. Let me put these up here. So I will wipe this down. Hi, Claudia from Germany. I haven't seen you in a while. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that right down there. And I'm going to bring out one of the tags. See, the more I put my hand in front of here, the whatchamacallit goes out on me. Okay. Gotta be careful. I have this open ink thing here. So what we're going to do, if you can see here, I just used Mossy Meadow ink, and I'm going to stamp first with the strong one, and then I'm just going to come over here on the side and stamp another one, and I'm going to use the same for the bottom. Move that up a little bit. I'm going to stamp it here, and then I call it second generation. There we go. And let's do all of our tags, since I'm going to make all 3 tags right now. So I'm just going to do this, one here, one there, turn it upside down, come over here, and I'm going to come over here a little bit, there, and then I've got one more. And then right there. Now these are very quick and easy, so if you want to make a bunch of Christmas tags, these are really easy to put together. So that's that. Let me clean these tags off, or this ink off of this stamp. So now I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler. Pop my glasses on real quick. Oh, it's so much better when you can see. Okay, so this is from the Gathering Moments stamp set. I kind of used a lot of different stamp sets. Yes, oh, Claudia, she says, I haven't seen her in a while online, but anyways, she says, unfortunately, in Germany, they have already had the time change, and it was an hour too early for me since I was still at work. But it's correct now, since it seems like we also had our time change. And to be honest, actually, you know, we fall back in the winter or the fall, but I'm a little tired. I don't know. I'm just a little off. I tell my girlfriends I feel a little punk. And this morning I was super tired. Even though it really was later when I got up, but I don't know. Okay, back to our stamping. Here's the little berries. So I'm just going to take the berry and stamp it right up here. It doesn't matter where you stamp it. I mean, it does, but, and then right there. Oops. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's really coming out of focus. But we'll get through this pretty quick. I'm gonna lift up my thing in a minute. There's that one. Okay. And I'm just gonna turn it around and stamp it right here. There. Again, if you guys are just like watching TV, sitting there, you know, not doing nothing, and you have a whole bunch of these die cut, you can just stamp away and create the cutest Christmas tags. Okay. There we go. There, that's all of our branch stamping. So I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna need my Mossy Meadow for the sentiments. Okay, and I'm gonna bring up my camera just a little bit here. There. Okay, now we're gonna stamp our sentiments. So I've got, these all came from different, these are from the Jolly Holly, I think. No, this one is from Traditional Labels. And these two are from the Jolly Holly. But I've got them on stamp sets right here. So we're just going to take these. Okay, let's do Just For You. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that. Yes, Joan. I mean, I was going through some of my older stamp sets. If you don't have these tag dies, there's a ton of other tag dies out there that I have. I have some other older ones, and I kind of keep those because I do use them. But I really thought these were kind of cute because of the different cutouts that they had. So we're just going to stamp Just For You right here. Now, I will show you what I did. I used an older stamp set, but I did the to and from on the back. And this stamp set, I forget which one it is from, but it's no longer, it's discontinued, it's retired. But you can use the Traditional Labels, has a to and from, if you want to stamp it on the back. Okay, so that's that one. Let's clean this off. And I'm going to do the oh, nope, I just did Just For You. So I have to clean, oh, look at me. I'm getting all silly here. Okay, now we're going to use Holly Jolly. Again, I'm just using that Mossy Meadow. I'm going to come right in here, stamp it in the middle. There we go. And then we'll do this one. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. So I'm just going to stamp that. And I love how these kind of fit perfectly in here. There we go. Clean those off. Now I used the Mossy Meadow and Gold trim ribbon. So I'm just going to cut off a little bit of that. I don't want to, let's see. I just kind of, so right about here. Hopefully that's a good amount. Okay, and I'm just going to take and put these through right here. And I'll trim it in a minute if it's too long. And to keep this held down, I'm going to use my little tweezers. Okay, now I'm just going to use this is from the gold and silver trim combo pack. So I'm just going to use some of this. Oops. I want to get enough so I can tie a bow. Now I'm not going to tie all three of these on camera today, because you don't need to see me tie them all. Don't worry about getting that too tight, and then I'm going to undo this since I already got it on there. This was like the hardest thing for me. Just to tie the bow. You should have seen me the other day. I was like, oh my goodness. I feel like I have big fingers or something. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, try this again. And I'm going to come around this way with it. No, if it wants to cooperate. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. Here we go. Yay, I did it. All right, now I'm just going to pull these tails a little bit because I don't want the bow so big. Although that's pretty nice. There we go. Cute, right? And then I'm going to trim those. Yeah, I've got a little bit of waste going on here. Oh well. Okay. So that's what I did with all three of these. But I also added a little bit of sparkle. Gotta have a little bling. Oh, you know what? Which ones did I use for this? I didn't use these. Let me get the other ones. I think I put them in my thing over here. I used these on another, I think I used those on the bottle tags. Okay, I used these low profile sparkle dots, and these come in the Mossy Meadow. So that's why I kind of used those. So let's get a couple here. I got to get another one of these. I'm running low. So I just used 2 of them. Oops. So we might as well put them on all of these right now. I mean, you can do all the tags the same with just the same sentiment. You don't have to do different. I just kind of wanted to show you, you know, the difference that you can use different sentiments. Okay, there we go. So that was the low profile sparkle dots. Put that away. So basically these are our first 3 tags. And I'll put my ribbons on later. You don't need to see me struggle with all the ribbons. Yes, yes, right, Claudia, I know. And I'm really liking these too. So we're gonna do these Wednesday. I'm doing a little bit of embossing, a little bit of stamping, and I used some different designer series paper back here. So these are going to be for Wednesday. But anywho, I'm so glad you guys joined me today. It was a quick one, just about 20 minutes of stamping and showing you the difference with the first pattern tag dies. So I hope you guys come back and join me on Wednesday, and have a great week and get some crafting in, okay? Talk to you guys later. Bye.